Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. And have you ever questioned what this biblical excerpt truly means? Come unto me, all learn ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Essentially, it's an invitation, an arm outstretched welcome towards those who are weary and weighed down. It encourages one to cast their worries onto a higher power who promises a comforting respite, a respite that is easeful as light as a feather. But what might that look like? What impact could it make if enacted in a relatable setting? Picture this: an elderly woman in a small mountain town named Mabel. She was known everywhere for her goat milk cheese. Well, known and loved, that is. As her age caught up with her, it became increasingly burdensome to care for her goats, make her famous cheese, and deliver them to the local market. Her body ached, and her spirit, once as bright as a full moon, started to dwindle. One day on her walk to the market, an unexpected snowstorm hit. Mabel tried to push through, but her body was weak and her load was heavy. Stranded and hopeless, she sat down to take a breath. She closed her eyes and remembered the words she had heard in church many years ago. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. Almost as if on cue, a stranger appeared. He was a young mountain climber passing through. He saw Mabel, approached her, and offered his help without a second thought. He was a strong, kind-hearted soul who seemed to lighten Mabel's physical and emotional burden. They shared the taxing load, reached the market, and he even stayed to help her set up her stall. In this stranger's company, Mabel experienced what she had heard in church. She felt the lightness of her load, the ease of the journey. In his strength, she found her rest. The stranger embodied the essence of the scripture. His kindness towards Mabel served as the allegorical representation of the divine invitation that the scripture extended. It showed how by merely accepting the offer of help, Mabel was able to ease her burden. The experience also illuminated that the rest promised was twofold: physical relief from exhaustion and a comforting peace for the soul, the respite Mabel experienced in this stranger's company. So herein lies the precious gift this biblical excerpt bestows upon us. It reassures us that we are not alone in our struggles, that there is solace and that it's okay to accept help. This gift is the virtue of humility, the ability to acknowledge our exhaustion and seek assistance. Remember, it is in our humility that we find rest for our souls, ease for our burdens, and a stronger connection to those around us.